Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is the final video of Cycle 8's TTC journey, and that is because I obviously did not succeed in the goal. We obviously didn't succeed in the goal this cycle, so I did take another pregnancy test at 10 DPO, and obviously it came out negative. And I didn't record it because I wasn't really going to take it, and I'm a little bit of a pianistic addict, so I just did. I did take a picture of the negative, but I'm pretty sure I deleted it. I don't know, I didn't check. But anyway, so with that said, it's been a rough week or so because, I am still trying to, in my head, calculate, where we went wrong and all that kind of stuff, and I can kind of pinpoint maybe where we might have went wrong, or, for all I know, I just didn't release an egg this month. I don't really know, but either way, I've just been trying to stay really positive and just get ready for the next cycle. My period was a couple days late. I just got it today actually, and it was like 3 days late, which is still somewhat normal for me. So, kind of sucks, but I mean, I'm glad that it's still like somewhat normal, and because I was kind of stressing out a little bit the last like week before I got it, I was afraid that it would come like super late and then it would make it even harder to calculate next time around and all that stuff. So luckily it came at a somewhat normal time, and I can go back to now trying. With that said, watching a lot of people on YouTube, I discovered that I was spending way too much money on my ovulation tests and pregnancy tests and everything, for the, the visual yes or pregnant or whatever, and the ovulation test just being like a bigger stick, I don't know, just being more expensive. So I watched a couple ladies on YouTube who got some strips from Amazon. So I went ahead and ordered those. They should be here within the next couple days. Not that I need them for a little while, but it comes with 50 ovulation test strips and 20 pregnancy test strips, and it was only like $13. So it's a big money saver when you are trying to conceive, because anyone who is, that the tests are not the cheapest, especially if you want the better ones. Even though I feel like it's not that these strips are any less accurate than, the more expensive ones. It's just, I really think it's just the look of it and the packaging, I guess, if you want to say. But I mean, in the future, if it came down to, as far as the pregnancy tests go, if I was and, could just barely read it on the cheaper ones, I obviously would still go get one that, says pregnant or yes or what have you, just to be 100% sure. But I figured, since we're still trying, I didn't want to spend as much money as I did this time around, just to be let down. So anyway, like I said, it's been a rough week or so just trying to accept the fact that I'm still not pregnant. There's a lot of people around me who are pregnant and getting pregnant, and it makes it really hard to just stay positive. But at the same time, I'm super happy, for the loved ones in my life that are able to celebrate the joy that I long to. So I'm trying not to take that away from them and make it about me, because it's really not fair. But with that said, it's been a little harder. Today is October 2nd, and tomorrow being the 3rd. The 3rd was my due date for my pregnancy back in February or January of 2015. So with that date coming up, it just makes things a little hard to cope with. But I do think I'm going to continue the tradition we've made thus far. Last year on the 3rd, since it was my due date, we celebrated a little bit and tried to celebrate a little bit, and I went and got 5 white balloons, and we said some things to our angel baby and some words to God, and then we released the balloons. And I think I still want to do that. I guess it's just another coping method for me, and depending on what you believe in, I am not the most religious person, but I do believe in God, and I do believe in my angels, and I do believe that showing them some appreciation and celebration of their their being is just a good thing, and I feel like you get some positive back from that. So anyway, like I was saying, we are definitely not giving up. It's, you know, clearly not our time yet, and as much as it's hard to just be okay with that being the case, you just got to keep chugging along and hope that the next month is yours. So just trying to stay positive and hopeful, and just remember that, you know, there's still so much to be thankful for and all that kind of stuff. And of course, ladies, you know, when it comes down to this time and you're already, you know, emotionally crazy and hormonal and whatever else, it makes it harder. But at the same time, I was experiencing some out of the norm ovary pain a few days before I ended up getting my period. I was getting regular like period cramps a couple days before I got my period, but for a few days before that event, it was a good like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 days. I was getting really bad ovary pain, which I get ovary pain every now and then, and it's actually usually around the time I ovulate. I don't normally get it like before my period, and this time around I was getting it really frequent and really painful ovary pain. So I did go ahead and make a OBGYN appointment, just to get a checkup, first of all. Secondly, I kind of wanted to talk to them more about, you know, fertility and all that stuff, and maybe things that can help me while I'm trying. But I also wanted to get tested for PCOS. I don't know very much about it. The little research that I did, I was reading some symptoms, and I know, which is like, it's stupid to do because you look at stuff on Google and you start to, you know, get paranoid and think that there's so much wrong with you or whatever. But I am actually having a decent amount of the symptoms that PCOS gives you, I guess. But the ovary pain was like a new thing to me, so it was making me kind of nervous. And I know like you can form cysts on your ovaries, or I don't know, really anywhere, but I know you can form cysts just from like stressing out. And I know I was doing that for a little bit, so I don't know. But just to be safe and clear my own head, I decided to do that. And I am going to talk to the doctor about trying and where to go from there. I do know one thing I don't want to do unless it's absolutely necessary is take any medications to help me ovulate or help fertility or anything like that. There's so many natural remedies for things like that that I don't want to, you know, put anything in my body that just is going to force it to do something that it can't or isn't ready to, when you can do it naturally. So, but with that said, like I said, we're not gonna give up trying. This is just, you know, it's seeing negative pregnancy tests every time is really disappointing, and it's really upsetting, but you just have to never give up. And a lot of the women that I follow on YouTube and watch their stories and see them with happy and healthy babies, or, you know, pregnant right now, gives me a lot of hope that it'll happen in due time. So just keeping that in mind. And that's pretty much it from there. As far as a TTC journey, cycle 9 will obviously be in a few weeks. I'm going to wait, again like last time, until around cycle day 10. Now I just got my period today, so we're on cycle day 1. So around cycle day 10, I'll be starting the ovulation test. I also wanted to start checking my basal body temperature, which I just researched exactly how to do that, because the way I thought you did was the wrong way. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to do everything I can to get it down and to get it done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I wanted to thank everyone who have been watching my TTC journey and my miscarriage story, and just all the kind words that people have been leaving, and motivational words, and just everything to keep me positive and keep me going on this journey. It really means a lot to me, and hopefully one day soon I will have a pregnancy journey. There will be lots more videos to make. As you guys can see, my channel isn't really based around one subject, so if you want to see more videos just of me and things I do and my life and whatnot, you know, before I start another TTC journey, then go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.